Walking no longer needs any introduction in the fitness world. It's widely considered to be one of the best things you can do, especially alongside using weights in a strength routine. But what about sport walking? What's different? What does it add on top of what you might get simply from going for a walk? Why is sport walking so good for cardio or building fitness? Sport walking is such a good activity for building fitness because it layers challenge and immersion in nature on top of the physical process of walking. And that gives you huge scope for personal achievement, which is what can keep you motivated. The most important factors in successfully building or sustaining your fitness are frequency, consistency, and progression, or FCP if you prefer an abbreviation. So that's doing what you need to do regularly and doing it consistently so that your body adapts and your fitness improves, as well as always seeking to be making progress. The biggest threat to you sustaining a fitness routine is boredom. So having something that really engages you, something that holds your attention beyond that simple physical movement, is incredibly valuable. And this is where sport walking really shines, because it's all about added value. You take the simple process of walking, something so many of us do already and love, and you add challenge, achievement, personal discovery, the great outdoors, and so much more to give you an activity that can take you wherever you want to go and give you so many adventurous experiences. And that's what keeps you coming back for more. That's what gives you the commitment to keep going, which is so critical when you're pursuing a health and fitness goal. So that's the big picture. But when you look at the detail, it becomes clear the extent to which sport walking works on every level. Firstly, there's an emphasis on walking fast, because of course that's what you need to do if you want to complete a challenge in a target time as a sport walker. But if you apply that to a fitness-only situation, you're working harder as a default, raising your heart rate, increasing your cardiovascular capacity, and that's going to translate directly into fitness improvements, which is exactly what you want. Then there's the focus in sport walking on moving fast over challenging terrain. So, again, from a fitness-only perspective, this brings into play things like including hills in your walking workouts, which builds your leg strength to make you even more capable. But it can also work to add intensity, further adding to your cardiovascular progress. Sport walking in its normal form uses trails and paths out in beautiful landscapes, and this brings nature into play, which has a huge impact on your mental health and contributes immensely to your sense of well-being. And finally, because sport walking is, well, a sport, you naturally start to think of things in a different way. You start to look at process, logistics, performance, tactics, all of these things, and they really contribute to your sense of engagement. If all you have to do is just go out and walk without any focus, you can very quickly lose interest. But if you're able to reframe what you're doing as a process that has purpose and stages and different components, you have an added incentive to explore all the possibilities. It's not just a case of go walking for long enough and eventually you'll get fit. Sport walking is about following a sporting approach, which means looking at all the ways you can make adaptations and changes to support your progress. It means looking at how strength work, whether that be bodyweight exercises or using weights, can strengthen you and make your walking technique more robust so that you get even more out of it. It means looking at your nutrition to ensure that your body is getting all the nutrients and energy it needs to function while you're out there walking strongly. And it's all about working on your mental resilience so that you can sustain yourself when things get tough. All these things go into the service of you achieving your goal, whether that be becoming fit or regaining a level of fitness that you held before. They each give you something tangible to work on, to improve, to develop, but together they are what sport walking is all about. Approaching walking as a sport for whatever motivation, whether it be fitness, challenge or adventure. You see, sport walking is so much more than just a different walking technique that you can use for fitness. It's a complete approach to walking as a sporting activity, and it works in a fitness-only situation specifically because it caters to high achievement. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a high-achieving sport walker. It simply means that the activity itself has all you'll ever need to build real functional fitness. Because it's about doing things in a certain way and with a certain focus. If you're less able than someone else, you can still achieve great things for you. It's not about competition. When you start sport walking, it doesn't change who you are. You're not led off down a trail never to walk the same way again. You simply learn that adapting, refining and developing what you already do will give you the fitness improvements that you're seeking. As a sport walker, you can still just go walking as you did before, but when you want to have a walking workout, you'll have all the skills and understand the techniques that will give you better results. You'll also have a whole world of opportunity for challenge and adventure at your disposal with no need to learn anything new, and that's a powerful proposition. There aren't many activities that give the breadth of application without any additional training that sport walking does. You can just put in some high-energy walking workouts in the week and then become a weekend warrior tackling tough trails at the weekend. Or you could simply use the sport walk method to adapt your walking style to make it more effective and more efficient, and then use that as your day-to-day workout routine. It really is that simple and that adaptable. The bottom line is that sport walking ticks all the right boxes for building a viable and effective fitness routine, but its real strength is its simplicity. Just walk strongly wherever you are, wherever you go, and you'll be getting a great workout. If you're not already subscribed to our channel, make sure you click that button so that you get notified as soon as the next video is released. And if you'd like to receive a monthly walk plan, together with a newsletter, exclusive monthly video message from me personally, and access to our private Facebook group, why not join Sport Walk Squad? You can find a link to sign up in the notes below this video.